Hi, I'm Hank Patterson, winner and world-renowned fly fishing expert and guide. Today's video is brought to you by my friends at Trout Unlimited. And this is Christian, he's one of the producers of the show, and earlier in the day I discovered he is not a member of Trout Unlimited.
Nope.
Now, before the cameras and everything were rolling earlier, you were telling me a story about how you hit an antelope with your car a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it was early in the morning. It was probably 5 or 6.
Yeah, you purposefully
just
and maliciously pointed your car at an antelope, and in a murderous, unfettered fit of anti-antelope rage, you pointed your car and you mowed him down in cold blood.
The antelope jumped in front of the car.
Okay, so it was the baby antelope's fault. Is that it? Look, there are two types of people in this world, folks. Murderous, cold-hearted, bloodthirsty people like Christian here, and kind, thoughtful, generous people who are members of Trout Unlimited. This episode of Hank Patterson's Real Montana Adventure is brought to you by the Canadian Midge, flying in the same V pattern as a Canadian goose.
Yes, there he is.
Bam! Paralyzer of the chode. 11 days, 9 flat tires, 4,327 and a half beers, 1 Betis, 2 BWOs, 29,000 false casts, 6 crew members, making 1 feature film. But this isn't it. This is just some junk that happened along the way. The best information that a fly fisher can get about like what the hatch is, where to find a good trucker cap, where to get cheap beer, where to find a good ham sandwich, what's going on the river, like right now, is at a local fly shop. So if you find yourself in a new town, you gotta find a locally owned, locally operated, locally located fly shop to go into and get some good information. However, if you want, the good intel, I mean that sort of under the table, like locals only sort of information, you gotta go in there and make sure they don't just think you're just some idiot off the street. So there I am, I'm in Alaska, right? You've been to Alaska?
Oh yeah.
Oh God. I'm on the Keenwa River, on the Keenwa Peninsula, just outside of Anchorage in Alaska. All right, I've waded out, I am shoulder deep in this river and I am just slinging bugs. Okay, I got 150, maybe 200 mile an hour wind coming down the canyon right in my face. 75, 95, maybe 100 mile an hour winds. I'm fishing a Kerry Gallop, triple articulated dungeon wagon streamer on a 9X tippet, hey, with a 4-weight rod. That's when I spot a 32 1/2 inch bull trout slurping a sculpin hatch 175, 200 yards upwind from me. 200, 227 yards. And he's coming up. And he's hitting big bugs. And your average fisherman is gonna look at that and he's gonna think there's no way. But what do? Little roll cast, little 200 plus yard roll cast. I get that rod tip back, right, to about 8 o'clock. And I snap a roll cast forward into that wind and I land that dungeon wagon right on top of that fish. And ham bone, he hits that thing hard. I set the hook, lickety split. You set the hook like that, like I do, with the vim and vigor, bam, he hits vim and vigor, right? Just like that. Now I've got that thing hooked for life. And so what's it gonna do? He just starts jumping out of the water. So every time he jumps, that wind is carrying him 20, 30, 40 yards closer to me, like a kite. 2 jumps, he's in my net, in the air. Didn't reel. Didn't touch the reel. Set the hook, boom, he's in the air, right? Because I got him tight. Bam, he's in the air again, right there, in the net. The war is over, I guess, and I brought it in, and I did one, they call that kiss and release. You ever do that? But I didn't have a camera. But I drew a picture of it. It's a watercolor. I drew it with watercolor. And so if you guys want, if you guys want to write down your phone numbers and addresses, I could send you a copy.
I would love it.
Another tip, let them know that you're not expecting something for nothing. All right, these guys don't want to be dealing with a loiterer. So you got to let them know that you're there to buy. What's the most expensive fly rod you got in the place? Because I'm looking for probably 5 or 6 of them. Whatever's most expensive, because typically that's going to be your best rod.
Yeah.
So that's 800.
Yeah.
All right. How long is that?
It was 9 foot right there.
9 foot. So that's like $100 a foot. Most of the fly rods made today can't handle what I'm doing with them. Snap, snap. snap it forward as hard as you can. So you want to practically tear that labrum if you can. If you're not hearing that snap, you're not doing it right. Do you have any $500 jackets? I'd like to get at least 6 sets of boots. What do you have in a reel that's maybe gold plated? What's the most expensive fly line that you carry? You tie a lot of flies?
A few.
Do you need to get phone?
No.
They normally take like 3 to 5 rings like that to answer the phone around here.
It just depends.
It's just, it's terrible. It's terrible. It's hard, you know, and you could attest to this, to find good help.
It is.
Did your boss ever tell you that?
It's hard to find good help.
Is that what he says? That said, you really should buy something. I mean, maybe it's not a, $10,000 jacket or like $500,000 fly rods, but I mean, you should buy something to support the local effort. We're gonna do that right there. I think we'll probably come back tomorrow and pick up the fly rods and stuff, but if we could get.
Just
that's
these three?
Yeah, that's what Taylor had recommended, so.
$825.
Okay, so let's do that. I probably just need the one.
Just one?
Yeah, because I don't lose flies really. So if we did, we'll put those, we'll probably, when we grab the fly rods and the waders and all that, we'll come back. So we'll just grab that today.
Alrighty. So that'll be $275.
Put it on that.
Alright.
Good. So, and I don't have ID on that card.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have identification.
You don't?
No,
Okay.
so it's just one I found or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. It's a good chance that it works.
You want a cup for that?
Yeah, or a bag.
Bag.
Like a
Cup
bag.
and a bag?
Well, let me see the bag.
Yeah. So we got,
Yeah,
one or this
both
one?
of those.
Both of those?
Yeah, because I should probably double up.
Yep. And then let me get you a cup of this.
Good. That would be a nice bag.
You want
That's
a
a
cup of
really
those
nice bag. Yeah, let's get a couple of cups. You don't have any of those really nice cups with like a lid and a logo or anything like that on it,
Let's
do
see
you?
what we got,
Anything like that? Because that'd be
Something like that, maybe.
Yeah. Probably. And that comes with the fly.
Yeah, that comes with
Okay.
the fly,
Yeah, we'll take it then.